to I'm Powered by Love TV. My name is Josh. We're going to be talking about our Libra birthdays today. And it's also me. Let's go! We got some stuff coming in through us. Let's go! Always hyped. Always like my birthday. Um, I always take the day off just because I don't ever have anything planned, but I just like to take the day off. Um, so we'll go ahead and start getting down what we're going to be doing for Libras here coming up. It seems like they're going to bring forth some stuff for the end of the year, and we're going to do some things to push us forward into next year. Right now they want to the inner work. They're kind of congratulating. So we're doing some inner work right now. A lot of you guys are kind of moving through and understanding who you are looking to be and want to be, and we're kind of feeling that and hearing a lot more with our intuition as we move forward. Some of us seem to be wanting to move into new positions, i.e. like either career standpoint, but also with relationships. I know we have done if you've checked out our soul scopes, that information that's also in there as well. But right now it seems to be a point of blossoming. So we're at the beginning stages here, right where you see the bud of the flower, and so we're just going to keep watering and watering and watering as we kind of grow and open up. And they want to allow us to rid of any of those old past beliefs that we've had of ourselves. Some of those things that are hindering us or have hindered us from pushing towards the life that we dream of. As we can see it, all the time, we are very persistent on holding that vision and kind of keeping that centered with us. So that is one thing they want you to focus on here, is continuing down this path. This path that you're hearing and following is definitely the path that they want you on. So they want to highlight that for this upcoming, especially with right after that full moon, and we're actually having 2 moons in our birthday month here. So you're going to want to focus, set that, follow through with it on the 1st, as well as on Halloween on the 31st. So at the beginning and end of this month, we're going to have some heavy light energies coming from the night, which is where a lot of us love to spend our time. We have been a good moderator. It seems like a lot of us are dealing with family issues right now. They're letting me know that the reason for you at this time during these seems to be confrontations, some arguments, some disagreements. This is where they're wanting you to gain that confidence and that will spot hitting that solar. So I'm just kind of lighting up here to follow that and project your voice and your opinion. Sometimes you feel like, you know what, mine doesn't really matter. This isn't the right time or something like that. So this coming forward, they want you to continue to speak from the heart center, from your truth, from what you know, from what you believe to be true, because you have some strong centeredness in that, but it's all internal. You believe it in yourself, and then when you go with other people, it's kind of like, I'm not that confident, or maybe you should do this, or just kind of like they're more like suggestions than they are of like, hey, this is affirmative, like this is where you should go. This is a big 10-4 on your part, on our part. So I really want you to start speaking more and speaking your truths and putting that out for people, because you can't help a lot of people. You have done it in the past, you still do it. The more you continue to do that, the easier it is for your internal self to do that. Because we're very back and forth on our scales. We're very wavering. We love the pendulum. We love understanding the highs and the lows, and the lows are what they want us to vibrate higher in those lows, because sometimes we'll get into, especially with COVID, a lot of us got into some deep lows, just on understanding who we can be with, because our heads were under trust hold already. It seems like we had some like trust things going on with our friendships. We had to try and find a balance between them, and try and find like what you can share with them, because they kind of broke that. So when you find your truths, then you can be able to speak those to other people, and then they'll be able to speak their truths back to you. So that's going to be another thing here as we move forward. I'm pretty excited because they're giving me some big highlights on up and coming endeavors. So that's going to be something to hold your power into if you're having kind of like this intuitive thought of going towards a dream, or going towards going after this person, or it seems like a move. If you're planning on a move here upcoming, that's definitely going to be something they want you to follow through with. They continue to say like things are kind of going towards your favor in this time. So we're actually going to start pulling. I'm going to pull here from our keepers. Our keepers, the ones bringing a lot of this down here. All right, so as you know, here in Power by Love, whatever comes to show up pops out. Whatever comes to pop out shows out. Along those lines. Basically, card pops out. Those are the ones that are jumping to let you know here as they bring down the information. These are the Keepers of Light cards. I've seen these before. If you're new here, these are them. These are the badasses, the high energy, the high masters, ancestors, things like that come down and talk to you, provide you with this information, guide you in these endeavors. It seems like we're trying to make these kind of big jumps, and we're nervous, we're scared. It goes back to that confidence that we talked about speaking your truths, and that confidence in yourself. And a lot of that has to do with just self-inflicted. So eradicating that is going to be one of those big things that we're going to want to start doing here, just kind of trusting in ourselves. And we're going to actually pick these guys up off the ground here, so they drop them, so give me a second. All right, and then boom. Two of the ones that dropped here. Mercury, open communication. What we've been getting down with this whole time. So he is there to allow you to speak up in these confrontations with family, speak up on what you are wanting to do, and actually put forth that energy to do it, which is where Serapis Bey comes in as far as the ascension. So when you have these two steps together, that action and that spoken word, the vibration from your spoken word and that frequency emanates and ripples through the universe. And when you also do it internally, which is a big factor for us, that doing it internally, we can say and speak it all we want, but as soon as we get home or get inside, a lot of the times we counteract what we were just talking about. So it's really imperative to us to do it on both sides. So I want you to start doing it on both sides here with the ascension, to help you ascend in that state, ascend into where you want to be, and live in a life that you want. The last one here, Kuan Yin, the care and compassion here with our keepers. He's just telling you about what we're talking, like just be kind to yourself, care for yourself, love yourself, be compassionate towards yourself, and watch that resonate with the people around you, so you know who's going to be reflecting that same energy towards you. So Kuan Yin is definitely going to be at the side of Mercury here as well. So this guy seems to be the forefront of our Libras here. This is going to move from towards the end of the year as well, and then the ascension here is going to help us project forward into 2021. We're actually going to talk about the moons too, because the moons here are going to be bringing out a lot of those deep emotions that we like to hide behind. We love it, don't lie. don't share as often as we should. And they're saying, you're trying to, you're doing your best, but again, it's like, who do I go to? Who's going to understand this, or who am I really gonna speak with? Because again, with that distrust that we had earlier in the year, it seems a lot of you just don't know where to turn right now, and that can be, the reason you don't know is because of the trust in yourself. You don't trust yourself to be able to open up to these types of people because you don't feel like they're going to open up back to you or help you in the situation. So you keep everything internal. But there's a lot of movement, a lot of energy, just a lot sitting on us right now. And they're waiting. They're just kind of like, they're gonna take that first step. You taking that first step? All right, once you take that first step, baby, right at your back. Here we go. Take you by the arms. We're gonna walk. We're gonna follow that yellow brick road. We're just gonna keep on moving. Listening and getting that heart, from the lion, and getting that courage, to speak up, put that energy forward. So we're going to go ahead and pull from our Moonology deck here. This is one you kind of just heard me shuffling around. Getting good. The reason we're going to actually pull a lot from here is because these moons are talking. And the harvest moon, actually, we're talking about in a previous Soulscope video, is actually switched. So it is going to be on the 1st. So this is going to be one of the moons that's going to project us fully into October. As we love the fall. All right. Oh. So, all of these right here, I can really just post up. We're going to go one at a time. Pull 4 here for you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, just like we said, new start is coming. Those new beginnings, those new things that you're thinking of, wanting to make that jump, make that leap, this is the time to do it. They want you to project everything forward and actually, take those first few steps. This new start is going to be a good endeavor here. This is also going out with stepping out of our comfort zone. That we have here. It is always hard because we get into, especially with a lot of this COVID stuff, we kind of were like, this is dope. Like, this is kind of like, we just get to chill here. We're going to be able to, a lot of us working from home, kind of hanging out, really being just, with ourselves at home and things like that. And so, but we have this yearning, this deeper wanting to do more. We all of us do. And so this is the, you can't grow being comfortable all the time. You just can't. You have to understand that the uncomfortableness gets comfortable, and then you're going to want to be uncomfortable again so that way you can get comfortable with that uncomfortableness. Say that 5 times fast. So the new start, as well as stepping out of your comfort zone, those two go hand in hand and just kind of are going to be guiding and pushing you forward here through the ascension right there. The end of the tough cycle here, full moon Capricorn, the end of the tough cycle. This year was not the easiest. As we reveled in ourselves, our high lows. So this is more leaning towards, we're getting towards that end. We're reaching down the dip, and then, we're about to go out of our sine wave and just launch right back up. As long as we take those steps here, move forward, and kind of believe in ourselves and gain that confidence and that open communication of speaking our truths, that cycle is going to begin to end. So this is kind of just alluding to, that the cycle is over. You got to continue to do the work, though, as we have been doing, so that way you can get that new start moving forward faster. The last one here is it is time to give rather than take. And this is giving knowledge. This is giving information. This is the healing. This is the giving to others. This is the, creating a moderation between people around you and keeping that balance and flow all in tune and in line. As we're very nonchalant, kind of just like laid back people. We have a voice. and it's very intuitive. So it wants you to give that to people. Let people know that that's you. You know, the one that hides behind, and you know your true friends know, but you know the people you engage with, or people at workplace, or you know family especially, because although you know they know us, you know they don't really know us. So they want you to, you know, your inner beliefs, your feelings, your intuitiveness, the things that you hear, and things that you want to move forward in. They want to be a part of that. And just opening up to them will allow them to be into your world and enhance you a lot more as you become more comfortable, because that seems to be like an uncomfortable zone for us. So on top of that, last deck here I am going to pull from is going to be the Power deck. Dum, bum, boom. Sacred Power. I love this deck so much. I'm sorry, I'm just going to let you fan these out because it looks super dope. So this Sacred Power deck here is where we're going to land and what we're going to be seated in come next year. So I'm super excited. I don't know about you guys, but I love being a Libra. Some airy about it. Is that a dumb joke? So our power is going to come from grounding. Power is going to come from a heart grounding, a rooting of ourselves, who we are. It's hard to. Okay, two came to play. It's hard to speak about a situation or speak on things you know to be true if you're not at a grounding point to be able to pull from your heart as well. So that is what the focus is, you know, going down here at the end of the year. So once we get that, eradicate a little bit of the self-confidence, you know, some of the fears of this change, some of the fears of, you know, the uncomfortableness, the unknown, the things that, you know, are pushing us forward, but driving us, that intuition, the connecting to that, grounding it down into the heart, and then grounding your heart down into the root here is going to be key. So, first one coming up, change. We be changing, just like the leaves. Things are happening for us. You can feel it. Change is moving towards a more serene area here. So I love this card, just the push between spring and fall and leaves falling off and all that orange and the vibrant. I love this right here off the red right here. I just think of like a phoenix. Just think of like a transformation, something like that. So this is something that's coming for us. We've got to be open to it and understanding that this is the higher self that's wanting us to make these changes right now. Internally first, and watch that change externally as we manifest. Second card, as we manifest that life, that dream that we have, those relationships that we wish were upon us. You know, right now it seems some of you are in one, or rethinking of if this is the long run. You know? So, as well as what we're talking about with the careers, tune in, and I mean you're already tuned in, but become more aware, so you can begin to manifest. Manifest from a point of the heart, something that you love, that you want to share with others, that you feel most passionate about, even if it's, you know, just information, just knowledge. If you know are really feeling some type of way about something, to take a chance and fully dive into it. You never know. There's a lot of people out there. A lot of people are in the same things that you may be in. Maybe you're just not open enough. It's that self-confidence. It just all stems right back down into that. If that's not healed, if that's not worked through, if that doesn't, sit with you right, if you don't truly believe that this is what you should be doing, or don't truly believe in who you actually are, the manifestations are going to come and go. They're not going to stick. The things that you want to manifest, the changes that you want to make, you're going to find yourself slipping right back under that. We're going to be right back in a cycle. Our balance is just going to be going like this, up and down. So we want to be able to sit right in there, and then just vibrate that higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher into that ascension state, into where everything's free flow, where things are moving nice and clear, nice and clean, moving into the changes we want, the family, the areas of our career we want to achieve, the promotions that we see on the rise here as we move towards the end. Some of you guys are on the cusp of getting that nice promotion. So this is definitely a good time for us right now. Again, it just kind of stems back to that inner confidence, because that really brings you out, brings out everything inside of you. So looking forward to this as well. I'm here with the Libras. I do appreciate you guys tuning in with our birthday reading. Happy birthday to Libras again. Love you guys. Keep tuning in, keep watching. Stay tuned, keep watching our soul scopes as we move on here. Down below, we do have our free readings, 10-minute readings. Go ahead and sign up. Check your emails for those. We do send those out weekly. Also, YouTube exclusives. If you guys are checking these out, and check out the description down below. YouTube exclusives we offer for you guys here. A nice little just kind of reading for you guys here on Empowered by Love. So, can't wait to see you. Thanks again. Happy birthday, Libras, one more time. And this is Josh signing out.